Welcome to this episode of the Harpreet Singh Show. I'm your host Harpreet Singh from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Today we'll take you to Delta, where our friend Alan Glasser, who is a health expert and a pharmacist with the Mark's Pharmacy, will share his wisdom and knowledge as to how we can remain healthy. Health is wealth, it is said. But right now what we are finding is a big crisis as far as health issues are concerned. So what needs to be done? What are the various means by which we can remain healthy? We'll talk on these particular subjects today. So let's welcome Alan Glasser to the program. Alan, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Harpreet.
Thank you. It's a pleasure having you. So Alan, you have been in this field of health for a long time, over 3 decades. You have a lot of experience. What are you witnessing over the years? Why is the health of people deteriorating?
You know, it's a really good question, Harpreet. And it really comes down to the lifestyle choices we've made. And that's what I mean about our diet and exercise. It's become more and more clear to me as a pharmacist, and after actually over 40 years worth of experience, understanding why is it people have to go on medication? Why does your health deteriorate as you get into your prime time years, right? When you think you can have time to relax and enjoy life. What's the reason why that happens? It's really simple. It comes down to diet and exercise. There's one doctor, Dr. William Sears, who's written over 40 books on the matter, and I absolutely a proponent of his lifestyle choices. He has this acronym called LEAN. And what LEAN means is, how do you stay healthy in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s? And even we got people over 100. Comes down to one is lifestyle, for L for lean, so people understand that. 2 is exercise. You've got to move your body. We are a use it or lose it kind of animal. Like any other animal, you lose it if you don't use it. And A is for attitude. You have a great attitude. And finally, N is for nutrition. So lifestyle choices, that means the kind of foods you eat, right? And the fact that we make now, people are making organic choices. I understand the grocery stores are wiped out now of organic produce and foods after COVID. People are making healthier choices. They want to stay healthy, figuring that organic is a better choice. And it definitely may well be. The other thing, of course, is exercise. As little as 5 minutes a day, you walking out your front door and back again, 2.5 minutes, there and back, you start seeing an improvement in your health. The goal being, 30 minutes a day of walking exercise. This is not, to work up a sweat. It'd be a little better if you did that. But if you just walk for 30 minutes easily every day, you're going to make a difference. And finally, your attitude. Being grateful for stuff. Some people use meditation. Some people use prayer. So to get that attitude of gratitude, an attitude of peacefulness. Some people go out in the park and just enjoy nature. It gives them that release. Some place to de-stress. Whatever circumstances you're in, you want to be able to de-stress yourself. And finally, nutrition is where I focus on, and I actually can help my clients who come into Mark's Pharmacy, 80th and Scott Road in Delta, in just 30 seconds. We can find out what your nutritional level is. Now, in this COVID crisis, I saw a recent review by physicians. They looked at the people who unfortunately passed away from COVID and who were the most susceptible people. Well, those are the people who are already sick. Those are the people who already had major issues in their lives. They had heart disease, they were overweight, they had diabetes, they are already had inflammatory responses, meaning they had inflammation in their body. These are diseases where there's inflammation.
Right.
So when the COVID came in, it just pushed them over the top, and it caused basically little mini strokes everywhere in their body, including their lungs, and that's one of the reasons they think they passed away. So key.
Yeah, so when you say, Alan, that in 30 seconds you can make out what a person is suffering from. Now, with the advancement in technology, do we have these kind of machines which can let us know as to what are the issues which one is facing?
Yes. So after researching for many years, I found a technology that where you put your hand in the front of a beam of light, it changes frequency. Dr. Raman won the Nobel Prize for understanding this in 1930. So this is not new technology. What's new about it is our ability to have it on a little table. It's no bigger than, a good thick book, 400, 500 page book.
Right.
That would sit on the table in my consulting room. And I can find out what you've been eating, whether it's been vegetables, it's been fruits, it's been just carbohydrates, or it's been good nutrients, vitamins. Is it in your body? Did it show up there? And that just takes 30 seconds. It's extremely accurate. It is reflected by 84 different lab tests. For 84 different labs, they've tested what was in the palm of your hand, and they compared it to the blood levels, and it was compared also to levels at the back of the eye. That's another place we test antioxidants, because the people who are subject to AMD, which is age-related macular degeneration, as a disease where we lose the central vision, the color vision in our eyes, especially as we age, it is a totally now preventable disease. But what you need to do is make sure you get high-dose antioxidants in your body to make it work. There's been over 30 years worth of experimenting, and we know that if you take enough, it will make a difference to you.
That's really interesting. So basically what you're saying is that the larger the free radicals in the body, the sad state of phase of the body will be, that the body will be suffering, and all the diseases what we talk about, they're the ones which keep on engulfing a person. So you can find out with this machine as to what level you are at, and then you can recommend as to how one can improve one's health.
That's right. I mean, I have tested hundreds of clients now, made it to Mark's Pharmacy at 80th Scott Road in Delta, and 80% of them, unfortunately, when they come in, they are found to be in the lowest level of antioxidants, which means if you're low in antioxidants, you're also low in all the other minerals and vitamins. So if you're not getting good nutrition, how do you expect your body to work? The body is just like, an engine, just like your car. Unless you give it oil and gasoline and take care of it, it starts to break down.
Right.
And, after 50, we're seeing lots of people saying, things aren't working well. You got to go blood pressure medication, diabetes medication, etc. Those are the two most common things. But you can totally control what happens to you by what you're putting in your mouth.
Great. So it's time for a break, Alan. I'll go for a short break. We'll be back and learn more from you as to how we can increase these antioxidants in our body and how this can help us. And as far as nutrition is concerned, what kind of food should we consume? What is it that we are consuming is creating these free radicals in our body, which is creating problems for us? So we'll be back after this break and we'll continue with the discussion.
The Sant Motors.
ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਦੀ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਛੇਤੀ ਵੇਚਣ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸਟੇਜਿੰਗ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਾ ਲਓ। ਖਾਲੀ ਘਰ ਅਨਇਨਵਾਈਟਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਕੋਲਡ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਦਕਿ ਸਟੇਜ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਘਰ ਵਾਰਮਥ, ਕਲਰ ਤੇ ਖਾਲੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨੂੰ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੇਲ ਤੇ ਲਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਐਨ ਐਲੀਗੈਂਟ ਟੱਚ ਹੋਮ ਸਟੇਜਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨ ਦੀ ਰੀਟਾ ਚੌਹਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਕਿੱਲਸ ਤੇ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਟੌਪ ਡਾਲਰਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੇਚਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ। Call 604-657-6612 ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ anelegantTouch.ca ਤੇ ਜਾਓ। ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲ ਲਾਅ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੌਲਟ ਤੇ ਘਰੇਲੂ ਹਿੰਸਾ ਚਾਰजेस ਬਾਰੇ ਸਹੀ ਸਲਾਹ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਹੈਮਿਲਟਨ ਲਾਅ ਗਰੁੱਪ। ਕੈਲੀ ਹੈਮਿਲਟਨ ਕੋਲ 20 ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਤਜਰਬਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੇਸ ਦੀ ਸਹੀ ਪੈਰਵਾਈ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਘਰ ਖਰੀਦਣ ਤੇ ਵੇਚਣ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕਨਵਿੰਸਿੰਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਨੋਟਰੀ ਜਿਹੇ ਚਾਰजेस ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਕੈਵਿਨ ਕੈਂਬਲ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਮਾਹਰ ਹਨ।
ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਅਤੇ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਵਾਇਲੈਂਸ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ।
ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604-229-2077। ਦਰਦ ਤੋਂ ਆਰਾਮ ਐਲੋਪੈਥਿਕ ਦਵਾਈਆਂ ਖਾਣ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਸਾਈਡ ਇਫੈਕਟਸ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਸਪਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਦਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਜੜੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਰਕਸ ਫਾਰਮੇਸੀ ਦੇ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਟਾਫ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਹਰ ਹਿੱਸੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਭੇਜਦੇ ਹਨ। ਅਪਾਇੰਟਮੈਂਟ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 596 1774 ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 8035 120 ਸਟਰੀਟ ਡੈਲਟਾ। ਦਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਜੜੋਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰੋ। Once again, welcome back to the program. Today, Alan Glasser, who is a pharmacist and a health expert, is talking to us as to how we can remain healthy. We'll get him back on air, but before that, I would like to tell our sponsors for this program. If you're looking for new and good appliances like stove, fridge, washer, dryer, or dishwasher, remember Premium Appliances. They have 3 branches in Surrey, Abbotsford, and Chilliwack. So for the best packages for builders and home owners, contact Premium Appliances at 604-590-4140. Alan, before the break, you were talking about that you have a machine by which you can find how much antioxidants we have in the body. So as the free radicals are increasing in our body, that has an impact, and that is the result of the diseases, as you mentioned. So can you please elaborate on this particular thing as to how we can eliminate the free radicals and increase the antioxidants in our body?
Okay, so how do you do that in nature? First of all, you got to understand what is a free radical and what is an antioxidant. If you can picture the standard model of an atom, you got inside the center, you got a nucleus, and around it you've got the electrons circulating. The antioxidant is full of electrons. It can lose one and doesn't go looking for another one. The free radical is another atom. It's looking for an extra electron. And if it takes it from the inside working of your cells, it will screw things up. It's like if you could think about putting sand 1 drop at a time into a Swiss watch, mechanical watch, eventually it would stop working. Same thing happens to our cells. If you put too many free radicals, what causes a free radical? 1, it can be chemicals. 2, it can be radiation. 3, it can be just stress, living. Being under stress, mental, physical stress will create free radicals. The very act of breathing and respiration is called, using oxygen inside the cells, creates free radicals. That's why we need antioxidants, lots of those other little atoms that will give up an electron and not go look for another one, to help us. Next question is, what foods will one cause inflammation? One of the biggest causes of inflammation is carbohydrates. Now, the next question is, what's a carb? Carb is anything with sugar.
Yeah.
A carb is something starch. A carb is alcohol, and a carb comes from fruit. So all those are sources of inflammation. They will trigger inflammation in our bodies. Now, what is the best source of antioxidants in nature? It's fresh veggies.
Right.
Okay, that is the fresh vegetables are the best source, and the ones with the lowest amount of starch in them. You need a fist-sized portion, your fist and not mine. You need at least 10 or 12 of those daily of these good veggies of any color, red, blue, green, yellow, doesn't matter, in order to get your antioxidants into the optimal health level, which I can measure, which is a device. It just takes 30 seconds. That's the key. So what else inside our body generates more inflammation and more free radicals? Being overweight. So when you have too much fat, which is not an unusual situation, over 50% of the population is probably, or 60 is in the overweight category, and many people are obese, unfortunately. That generates more free radicals, and that generates more disease then. So,
Right.
What do you do about that?
Yeah, absolutely. The acronym, what you mentioned, LEAN, that's a very good thing. L for lifestyle, E for exercise, A for attitude, and N for nutrition. So the sedentary lifestyle that we are living these days, and most of the time we are glued on to the electronic gadgets, television, computer, and now, of course, during the COVID crisis, being at home, mostly the people have been glued to the electronic gadgets only. So
That's right.
lifestyle has to change, as you mentioned. But along with that, nutrition plays a very important role, as you are mentioning. But what about the food, what we are consuming right now? When you see the people, what are the major diseases that are coming forward because of the not following the lean acronym?
So let's see. The biggest diseases that we can prevent, number one is diabetes. It's just maintenance of the best possible weight based on your height. There's charts all over saying if you're overweight or underweight, you can come in and we can share that with you. Number two, it's high blood pressure. Again, if you eat, it's a really simple concept. If you eat sticky stuff that will actually stick to the inside of your arteries and disturb them, you have an increased risk of getting heart disease, of getting high blood pressure, getting diabetes. If you stay away from the sticky stuff, so anything that looks sticky to you is probably going to be sticking to the inside. You want to keep this idea simple. The lean program was, again, mentioned by Dr. William Sears, written over 40 books. The most recent one is called Primetime. So this is his concept, and it's really a simple idea. Keep away from the sticky stuff. Like, what is sugar? Very sticky. What are some sauces? Too much of a good thing isn't good for us. In the ideal world, eating more seafood and more plant-based food, you're going to avoid all the sticky stuff. That, to me, that's the bottom line. This is multiple years of research. One from the Good Doctor and this one from other sources I've seen. Close plant-based diet we get, the healthier we are, the easier it is to maintain a normal weight, which is crucial because we know when you're in a normal weight, you decrease your risk for all these major diseases we see in North America, including cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. Those are the big four, diseases that we can totally in charge of ourselves. You can avoid them, or you can get rid of them, eliminate them out of your life if you lose weight and you eat right.
Absolutely. Obesity is a major crisis and which leads to all the other issues what you have pointed out, like high blood pressure. Cholesterol is one issue about which there has been a lot of talk. Good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. But of late we are hearing that cholesterol is not a major thing. Can you please tell a little about this particular aspect as to when we talk about cholesterol, how is it impacting our body, the bad cholesterol?
So, there's so much to talk about this kind of information that in my research, I'm of the thinking based on the most recent science, not necessarily what the doctors are saying to their patients, but based on basic science, that cholesterol isn't a marker that we should be worried about. As a matter of fact, there are some physicians, and I've read their books, Dr. Jack Cruz is one of them, who's saying past 60 years old, don't worry about cholesterol. There's no basic meaning to it. So, and the reason is this: what is the key factor that causes arteries to get clogged up? When you have high cholesterol, you have 6 out of 100 people die of a heart attack. When you have normal cholesterol, you have 4 out of 100 people die of a heart attack. What do we know about decreasing your risk from heart disease, period? It's, again, normal weight, a good diet that's not full of carbohydrates, and exercise. Right. It comes back to that. So we're literally spending hundreds of billions of dollars so that we can reduce people's chances of a heart attack back to normal, quote unquote. And you're using them for 94 people out of 100 who don't have to be on it. They don't die of a heart attack.
Right.
So I'm saying I don't agree with seeing the people who are in their definitely mid-70s and up being on these anti-cholesterol drugs, mainly because 25%, we're going to help 6% of the population, or actually about 2% of the population, and we got to have 96% of 94% of the people on a drug just because they have slightly elevated cholesterol,
Right.
which gives you side effects. And the side effects of cholesterol-lowering drugs are a multitude. Some of the top ones is muscle weakness. Another one is tiredness and fatigue. So just because you're on a cholesterol drug and you're always exhausted, well, it's not your age.
Right.
It can be the drug you're on.
Interesting.
Beyond that,
Yeah. Again, it's time for a short break. We'll go for a break, come back and continue with the discussion. And again, how far can supplements help you in maintaining good health? And as far as nutrition is concerned, you talked about more of veggies and seafood. What else can be incorporated in the daily diet which can help us live a healthy life? We'll talk about these issues after this break.
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਰੀ, ਡੈਲਟਾ, ਰਿਚਮੰਡ, ਐਬਸਫੋਰਡ ਜਾਂ ਵੈਂਕੂਵਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵਾਂ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਰੈਨੋਵੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਤਜਰਬੇਕਾਰ ਬਿਲਡਰ, ਇੱਕ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਿਵ ਇੰਟੀਰੀਅਰ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਰ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਣ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਉਸਾਰ ਸਕਣ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਜਾਂ ਸੰਦੀਪ 6048259295 ਉੱਤੇ। ਭਾਰਤ ਪੈਸੇ ਭੇਜਣੇ ਹੋਣ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੰਗਵਾਣੇ ਹੋਣ ਤੇ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਫੋਰੈਕਸ ਨੂੰ ਤਸੱਲੀਬਖਸ਼ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਰੇਟ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 6043491313 ਉੱਤੇ।
ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਸੁਨਹਿਰੀ ਪਲ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਦ ਕਿਸੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਜੇ ਹੋਏ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਬਦਲਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ। ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਰੇਮਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ਿੰਗ ਤੱਕ, ਡ੍ਰੇਪਰੀ, ਪੇਂਟਿੰਗਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਡੈਕੋਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਕਸੈਸਰੀਜ਼ ਤੱਕ, ਤੁਸੀਂ SK ਹੋਮ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਈਨਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁਪਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਕੀਕਤ 'ਚ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ ਸੰਦੀਪ ਕੌਰ 6048259295।
My name is Jeevan Bath, and I'd like to tell you why you should purchase your next vehicle from Suki Bath Motors. Suki Bath has been selling quality pre-owned vehicles for 37 years. All of our vehicles come with a certified inspection report, and history reports are available for all vehicles. All of our sales staff is fully licensed. We promise to give you the best customer service experience. Last but not least, we provide financing for everybody, regardless of your credit situation. Visit SukiBathMotors.com today.
ਵੈਨਕਾਸਾ ਟਾਈਲ ਅਤੇ ਸਟੋਨ ਸ਼ੋਰੂਮ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਲਸ, ਸਟੋਨ, ਮਾਰਬਲ, ਬੈਕਸਪਲੈਸ਼, ਮੋਜ਼ੇਕ ਆਦਿ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਟਾਲੀਅਨ, ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼, ਚਾਈਨੀਜ਼ ਪੋਰਸਲਨ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਰੈਮਿਕ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਜਾਂ ਮਾਰਬਲ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਡਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮਾਲਕ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਇੰਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 1304 84 ਐਵਨਿਊ ਸਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 330 7363 604 330 7363। Once again, welcome back to the Harpreet Singh Show. Every evening at 7 p.m. from Monday to Friday Pacific Standard Time, we come with a special program where we have different guests and we talk about different issues. If you also want to be a part of this program, you can contact me at 604-603-7555 or you can email me at harpreetsingshow@gmail.com. Today we are joined by Alan Glesser, who is a health expert and a pharmacist. He has over 3 decades of experience in this field. And today he's talking to us as to how we can remain healthy. We'll continue with the discussion, and before that, I would like to tell our sponsors for today's program. Acme Glass, if you are looking for custom closets, frameless glass railing, different kind of shadows, mirrors, and other glasswork, remember Acme Glass. 604-543-8777 is their phone number. Address is Unit 8335, 129th Street, Surrey. Our next sponsor is AMC Insurance. For home, auto, travel, business, life, or recreational insurance, you can depend upon AMC Insurance. They have 9 offices in Lower Mainland, and they're open from 8:30 in the morning till 9 p.m. every day. For the right advice and product, call 604-507-6666. So let's continue with our discussion with Alan and learn more as to how we can remain healthy. So Alan, before the break, you were talking about the cholesterol aspect, but how far, as you said, it doesn't matter much. But the issue is if our if our lifestyle and our eating habits are not good and the type of food that we are consuming is impacting us, then do supplements play any role in the nutrition and can they be of any help to us?
Yes. So there's a long-term study. This one was in men because there's a white paper by a physician. It's 38 pages long and it's only filled with references of how antioxidants help the body. In one of these studies, they looked at men who had very high levels of antioxidants. Let's say we give them a grade score of an A, B, C, D, or F. And they compared them to men who got an F in their, antioxidant grade score. Over, a year's time, they said for every single death of a man who had an A score in his antioxidant level, there was 3 deaths of men who had an F in this particular study. So what that means to me is that we can reduce our risks, obviously of death and disease, because you had to be sick before they died, if we can raise our antioxidants. There's a gentleman upon retirement for the National Institute of Health in the U.S., it's their anti-aging body where they look at this, said the number one key to continued good health into our later years, and even in our early years, is high levels of antioxidants in the body. Even the Canadian, the BC Cancer Agency says, get lots of great green veggies into you. Broccoli is their number one thing. Kale is a fantastic source of antioxidants. The key is you need 10 to 12, your fist, not mine, size portions daily in order to get up into the optimal health zone of antioxidants. And I will guarantee you 95% of us are never going to do that. You'd have to be drinking a smoothie all day.
Absolutely. Alan, it's difficult to get 12 fists of green veggies every day. So that is where I ask you that are there supplements which can be a kind of substitute for what we are not being able to consume?
That's right. So number one, you have to consume less carbohydrates, right? It's sugar, any of the starches, alcohol, and fruit. But you do need to consume more of, right? Red, green, orange, yellow veggies. They contain antioxidants. You can't get enough. And of course, you're better off probably definitely eating seafood instead of land animals. Interesting observation. And finally, I do carry a line of supplements that will cost you from $2 a day to $20 a day if you want to increase your antioxidants up into the optimal level of health. So they are available. Some people, I will tell you 80% of the time, when the Attorney General in New York State checked the vitamins on the shelf, they did not contain what was on the label. I can guarantee you whatever supplements I recommend, we'll be able to see it in the palm of your hand. That's what we test with a beam of light in 60 days that your antioxidants have raised. And you can get into the optimal, I call it the optimal level of antioxidants.
So what is this optimum level? How do you measure it? Is there a system, as you said, by this machine you measure it, but what is the optimum level?
Well, to me, the optimal level is over 50,000. Every 1,000 points on this particular device is equivalent to 0.06 micrograms of antioxidants per liter of blood. And that's based on this 84 different labs testing this device. So that's where you need to get to. It's easier just to say if you're the A, B, C, D, or F level. And you can visually see it when you come in.
One more thing, as you talked about the supplements, I would just like some more clarification on this. We hear a lot of synthetic supplements which are available in the market and they're of no use. Basically, they're not helping you, but they're harming you. So how can a common person identify that what they are buying is not being just, flushed down the toilet? It is basically going to have some good impact on the body.
So I can test you. So I have a device that will absolutely see all those vitamins have antioxidants in them. So we should be able to find it in the palm of your hand. And with this beam of light giving us the feedback in 30 seconds, I can tell you whether you're in the A, B, C, D, or F level of antioxidants. And 80% of North Americans are in the D and F level, which, according to Dr. Oz, is severely malnourished. You're very low. I would say less than 2% of my clients who walk into Mark's Pharmacy, 80th and Scott Road, and get tested are in the optimal health level. Most 80% are lower.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So your question is, the supplements I have are all attached to organic molecules. So you may have a mineral You have to attach it to an organic molecule in order to get it to pass through the gut. That everything's absorbed through our bowel. And you're right, some synthetics just don't work because they're synthetics. There's kind of a right and left side of the particular supplement, and we can only use a right-handed kind of supplement. Synthetics uses both, so automatically half the product you take isn't going to be available to be used by our body. That's a little maybe too scientific, but
right.
I try.
Okay, another question is, I see a lot of Indo-Canadians come to your clinic, to your pharmacy. Diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, these are the major diseases that we are combating. Basically, the lifestyle and the food habits what we have is different from the mainstream. So specifically catering to the Indo-Canadian patients or to the people, would you like to give some advice?
So the biggest problem that I see is when you're overweight, all those diseases that you mentioned happen worse. Number one, arthritis. Let's take a look at that. We know if you eat bread made of wheat, there's some people have gluten intolerance or gluten allergies. And arthritis is one of the symptoms that happens when you are sensitive to gluten. The first thing you can do if you're Indo-Canadian and have arthritis is if you stopped all kind of wheat-based breads. I mean, you got naan bread and samosas, and you make a lot of foods, chapati, what is it, with wheat. If you eliminate, you may find, not in everybody, but in a number of cases, that your arthritis is less because your inflammation, your body was overstimulated. So in diabetes, it's the same problem. Way too much sugar, way too much starch of any kind of grain, including rice and wheat, barley, corn, this type of thing, and cut down the fruit and avoid alcohol. And then people, number one, lose weight, and then they lose their symptoms. Because the minute you start the weight loss is the minute that I've seen people go from 6 different drugs. Actually, the man was Indo-Canadian. He was on insulin. He was on antihypertensives, so it was like blood pressure drugs, anti-diabetic drugs with the insulin, oral and injectable. In the space of 6 months, he dropped 70 pounds through a weight loss program we happened to promote, and he got rid of all medications. That means his body was back to normal, but he was then at a normal good weight. So it is possible to do that. Better food choices.
So basically, if we want to stay away from medicines, we should make food our medicine, and that's how we can live a good and happy and healthy life. Alan, thank you very much for sharing your wisdom with us. But before I let you go, if anybody wants to contact you, where can they call you, or any email where they can contact you?
So you can contact me at 604-596-1774, or the email is Marks, M-A-R-K-S, Delta, @shaw.ca.
Great. Alan, once again, thank you very much for sparing your time and being with us and informing our viewers today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
Good night. ਇਹ ਸਨ ਐਲਨ ਗਲੈਸਰ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਫਾਰਮਾਸਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਹੈਲਥ ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਨੇ। ਪਿਛਲੇ 30 ਦਹਾਕਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਹੈਲਥ ਫੀਲਡ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਮੁੱਖ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਫੋਕਸ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰੀਏ। ਇੱਕ ਐਕਰੋਨਿਮ ਲੀਨ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਈਲ, ਈ ਤੋਂ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰੀਏ, ਏ ਤੋਂ ਐਟੀਟਿਊਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਐਟੀਟਿਊਡ ਰੱਖੀਏ, ਤੇ 4th ਨਿਊਟ੍ਰੀਸ਼ਨ, ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਬਦੀਲੀ ਲਿਆਈਏ। ਓਵਰਵੇਟ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਜ਼ਿਊਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਲਾਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਟਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਲਦੀ ਰਹਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੰਗਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਬਤੀਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ। ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਮਲ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਅਹੀਰ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ। ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁੱਡਸ, ਜਾਂ ਸਟੋਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁੱਡਸ, ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ ਅਹੀਰ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੋਰਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ। Since 1993 they have been serving the community. 8970 River Road, Delta ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੈ 6049409511। ਸ਼ਿੰਦਾ ਅਹੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਈਮੇਲ shinda@ahir.com ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਈਮੇਲ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੋਰ ਸਹਿਯੋਗੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਨ ਅਮਨ ਟਾਈਲਸ, ਮਿਹਨਤੀ ਤੇ ਇਮਾਨਦਾਰ ਟਾਈਲ ਇੰਸਟਾਲਰ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਇੰਸਟਾਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਘਰ ਨਵਾਂ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਰੈਨੋਵੇਟ ਕਰਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਲਵਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਚੰਗੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰੋ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਅਮਨ ਨਾਲ 7783163510। ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ। ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕੱਲ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੇਂ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਦਿਓ ਆ ਗਿਆ। ਤੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੋ, ਆਪ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਈਮੇਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ 6046037555 ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ harpreetsingh@gmail.com। ਲੈਣਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ। ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਹੈਵ ਅ ਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਈਵਨਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਸਟੇ ਸੇਫ। ਵੈਨਕਾਸਾ ਟਾਈਲ ਅਤੇ ਸਟੋਨ ਸ਼ੋਰੂਮ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਥਾਂ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਲਸੇਲ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਹਰ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਲਸ, ਸਟੋਨ, ਮਾਰਬਲ, ਬੈਕਸਪਲੈਸ਼, ਮੋਜ਼ੇਕ ਆਦਿ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਟਾਲੀਅਨ, ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼, ਚਾਈਨੀਜ਼ ਪੋਰਸਲਨ ਜਾਂ ਸਿਰੈਮਿਕ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਜਾਂ ਮਾਰਬਲ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਡਰ ਤੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਲੀਅਰੈਂਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮਾਲਕ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਟਾਈਲਸ ਇੰਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰ ਬਣਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਕਰੋ 1304 84 ਐਵਨਿਊ ਸਰੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 604 330 7363 604 330 7363।